What is up, fellow classified collectors? Today we have Kim Jinx Arashikage to unbox. I've been excited to unbox this one for a while. There she is. She's got tattoos, she's got blades, she's got an extra head. This is one of those figures that you're just like, I know it's going to be good once I open it. I have been excited about this figure for a while. When they announced it, I knew I had to have it. Now, I know some said, why doesn't she have the sleeved arms? And they wanted the sleeves because the sleeves is the iconic look. But I think I know why. The simple reason why is Lenny doesn't want to make double-jointed elbows for sleeves. I mean, I suppose he could have just used these arms and painted them as sleeves, but I think he specifically wants to have a sleeved arm that is double-jointed. And probably when we get a retro, that's probably when we'll see the sleeves come in. So we're going to unbox her, and we're going to take a look at this badass babe. Now, some of you may remember that she appeared in G.I. Joe the movie. That's where I think she ended up premiering. Here's the packaging again, by the way. I love these smaller windowed packages. I think this is the perfect size. Why splay out the packaging? You know, I have the packaging for Big Boa here. It's just too big. Doesn't make sense. Don't need all that. Slim it down and make it compact. I mean, it works. This allows them to have less plastic, but also to have better, it takes up less space. It's less in the way. You could pack more this way. Not that they're going to make more figures, but, if they did, for each wave, it would certainly help. Let's get the large double-ended, I don't even know what they call this thing, but it's a kind of cool-looking blade accessory. I don't know what kind of blade that is, but I need to find out what all her blades are. The one thing I just noticed is she comes with extra hands. I did not know this before buying her. I did not notice that she had extra hands. They're a pair of gripping hands, no less. She's got fists and she's got gripping hands. So she is designed to fight. I mean, this is kind of like how Scarlet was done. She has gripping hands and also fists. So maybe they're the same hands. Jinx is a cool looking figure. I am excited to pull her from her plastic prison. Just a solid figure. Take a look at that. I mean, she did kind of look a little better in the package, but overall, good looking figure. She's even got her choker. She's got detail. The thing I like about this figure is that she looks beefy without looking weird. They did give her arm muscles, which, and her legs look a little bulked up, and her body, it just looks like she's been working out without maybe overdoing it. I like that actually for two reasons though, because the cartoon version of Jinx, although we're supposed to think that she is strong, it's not inherently clear that she's a baddie. So her head does not want to come out. Her swap head. It's a little difficult to get out of there. One of the issues I take with plastic packaging, and this is an issue I'm sure a lot of collectors can relate to, is it's hard getting accessories out. Especially when the slots form are kind of weirdly compact. You see the slot there? It's where my, right here, where my thumb is, that's a small slot. The head fit in there, obviously. It was very snug, but kind of too snug if you ask me. Guess I can't fault them though, Hasbro's got to do what Hasbro's got to do. This one definitely was designed for the figure. That's one thing that's weird, by the way, about these plastic trays, is that they kind of don't make sense. Because you're designing a tray for each figure, which is a bit of a weirdness, because then you're spending money designing a tray that nobody's going to keep. Granted, the material's cheap. It's not going to be the same grade of plastic that you're going to get with the figure, but still, there's probably a way to save money by not designing that tray. And maybe just including the figure on a piece of paper card or something. I don't know though. But yeah, she's got one katana. One. And it's sheathed. It's nice. It's got its own holder. This is a figure I have been waiting for, and I really want to take a look at her because, man, just looking at her tattoos, they look fire. I don't know if you'll be able to see them. This camera doesn't do a very good job of adjusting. I need to figure out how to get it to adjust, but yeah. When I put her down, you'll be able to see the tattoos better. She has some killer tattoos. I have to turn her real quick. Yeah, you kind of can't see them. I mean, there you go. You can kind of see them. She's got some extremely good detail on her arm. It's pretty good considering how small she is. But yeah, that's a neat detail. I like the red of her suit, and I like the wrinkles in it. That's one of the reasons why I think we didn't get sleeved arms, because they wouldn't have the wrinkles, and if they did, there would be single jointed elbows, which would piss everybody off. And it would be, you know, because look, he's gonna make investment where he can. He obviously wanted to make more investment with characters, but you know, it's just sometimes you don't get what you want. I will say one thing here, and this is one. I notice her torso is very tight. It's probably partially because of this really hiked up skirt piece, which is super tight on her, by the way, and it's designed to not move much, which is unfortunate. But if that's the case, then that's definitely a design that needs to be changed in the future. Maybe they can lower the skirt piece a little better. Yeah, this rubber skirt's kind of tight, and I get why, but it's also limiting her torso. It's unfortunate because this is a really nice looking figure, and if this rubber skirt piece was just a little more flexible, it would do a job. Because I can almost guarantee you underneath the skirt there is a full stripe going down the side. So this skirt piece is going to have to be adjusted. I'm going to have to look at that later and figure out also why this torso why she doesn't bend much. Can she turn? It could just be a tight joint, but it doesn't feel like it's just a joint. It feels like the skirt part is definitely a part of the problem, which again is unfortunate. But overall, I mean, good figure otherwise. Really great sculpt. Ooh, I like that the choker piece is not part of the neck. You'll see what I mean right now. The choker is actually a separate little rubber piece that can be moved. This is definitely going to be a problem if it disintegrates in the future, if the material's not durable or doesn't have long-term durability. But I think as long as people aren't doing anything crazy and putting their figures next to heat lamps or next to freezers, there shouldn't be any issues. I mean, at the end of the day, these are toys, and you know they're not gonna last forever. But hey, I like what I see. What's that? Oh yeah, that's her other head. Which I don't know if I'm swap heads, but I definitely like that there's that option. Again, I also like that she has the katana and the big blade, and she has the extra hands. Maybe she should have came with a smaller blade of some kind, but I don't know. Overall, I think this is a pretty good figure, and I'm not too particular about, you know. It's a good figure. I like the head sculpt. It's a fierce head. This is like one of those chicks you wouldn't want to meet. The one thing I didn't like about the cartoon version of Jinx is that she felt a little bit like a tomboy. And that's kind of like a stereotype that because, you know, Jinx is supposed to be, you know, she's supposed to be a ninja and a Joe, that somehow she had to have short hair and talk like a tomboy. It's just doesn't make sense. Like, she can have a feminine personality and still be a badass ninja, right? Like, I can't be the only one to think that, like, if she sounded like Lucy Liu, it would be like, okay, I can believe that. I don't know. It's just me. But let me know what you guys think on this figure, because, like I said, I personally like the detailing on it. I think, again, the torso articulation is a bit of an unfortunate problem, but otherwise it's pretty good. And she's got this, I'm not sure what that symbol is on her chest, but maybe there's somebody more in the know. Maybe Hasbro did release some details on it that I didn't catch. But yeah, it's cool to finally have her in the collection, and to be with Kamakura and Big Boa, and now I need to get Doc and some of the other members of the Joe team. But yeah, like I said, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.